Hello, welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Sidney High School where the Walter Stebbins Indians take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank. Hello, welcome again to Sidney High School, where the Yellow Jackets get set to take on the Stebbins Indians. My name is Greg Burning, and again, welcome back to Sidney. The Yellow Jackets 9-5 on the season, led by junior guard Andre Gordon, who averages 25 points a game. Sidney enters tonight on a 2-game winning streak, looking to get into double-figure wins on the season. The visitors, Stebbins, comes in at 8-7, led by senior forward Jonathan Panzu, who averages 15 points a game. Stebbins lost their last game, but have won the last 2 out of 3. It should be a good ball game here at Sidney High School. Come on back for the starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Sidney. We got the starting lineups. First for the visitors, Stebbins, number 2, Jalen Tolbert. Number 4, 6'3" senior Dom Martin. Number 5, 6'5" senior Jonathan Panzu. Number 30, 6-foot senior Chris Davis. And number 32, 6' 2" senior Jamie Bullock. And now for the home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets. 6-foot sophomore, number 1, Darren Taborn. Averages 5 points a game. 6-foot junior, number 23, Josiah Hudgens, averages 6 points a game. 6'3" junior, number 13, Ratez Roberts, averages 12 points a game. 6' 2" junior, number 20, Andre Gordon, leading scorer, averages 25 points a game. And 6' 2" senior, number 22, Devin Rogers. So we get set here for the tip-off. As I mentioned earlier, the Yellow Jackets 9-5 on the season, and the Stebbins Indians at 8-7. Expect to see a lot of tempo here tonight. Both these teams like to get it up and down. As you see the tip-off about to go here with Panzu going up against number 13, Ratez Roberts. If you're just joining us, welcome to Sidney High School. My name is Greg Burning, and we're underway. Tolbert going to walk it across for Stebbins. Dumps it inside to Panzu. Panzu, the leading scorer for Stebbins at 15 a game, is going to throw that one away, and it'll lead to our first turnover of the ball game. Taborn walks it across the half-court line. Dumps it down inside to Gordon. Elevates over, turnaround jumper, nothing but the bottom. Good start for Gordon and the Jackets. Tolbert picked up out top. Through a crowd there, turns it back over again. Sidney on the break, a little careless with the ball, gives it right back. There's Davis, dumps it off inside to Martin. Martin cross-court runner into the lane there by number 32, Jamie Bullock. Get the scoring started for the Stebbins Indians as we're even on the board at 2. Tabor, here's Roberts. Swings it over to Gordon. Gordon, couple ball fakes, picks up a lot of traffic. Nice pass inside, finds Roberts for the easy 2. Good vision by Gordon, puts the Jackets up 4-2. Streaking down the lane, the floater's off the mark. Rebound tipped up and in by Jamie Bullock, has all the points so far here early on for Stebbins. We're even at 4. Rogers dumps it over to Gordon. Pump fake out top, back out to Roberts. Stebbins man-to-man defense. Gordon rises up, 3-ball, rattles in and out. Rebound picked up by Stebbins. Davis now out top to Tolbert. Bullock thought about the 3 instead, drives the lane, runner off the mark, tipped around and looked like out of bounds off of Bullock. It'll go back to the Yellow Jackets. Darren Tabor walks it across the timeline for Sidney. 4-4 early here in quarter number 1 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Looking to dump it inside to Rogers. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Sidney. Triggered in. Roberts rises up for the 3. Off the mark, so it was Rogers. Shot no good. Panzu walks it across for Stebbins. Couple moves out top. Wheels and deals. Over top of Roberts. A nice shot there by Robert Panzu, the leading scorer, and gives the Stebbins Indians their first lead of the ball game. High screen and roll action there for Gordon. Tries to shovel it inside to Rogers. Couldn't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Stebbins. Tolbert sets it up, elevating and falling short, gets his own rebound is Davis. Jumper by Bullock off the mark. It's going to be out of bounds, stay with the Stebbins Indians. It's number 2, Tolbert to trigger it in, gets it into Bullock. Nice pass down the lane, streaking is Davis, can't get it to go. He'll draw our first foul of the ball game. It's on number 13, Ratez Roberts, his first. It's going to send number 30, Chris Davis, to the line. His first free throw is short. Davis shooting 45% from the free throw line thus far this year, misses the pair as Roberts goes up for the board. Taborn with the set. Gordon's knocked out of bounds off of Davis. It'll stay with Sidney. This is Taborn out top, guarded by Panzu. Nice move to get around. Dumps it over to Roberts. Kick back out top. 3-ball. Rogers short. Big board by Panzu. Back the other way come the Stebbins Indians. Nice move. Panzu strong to the lane. Get it out. Blocked by Taborn. On the break. Here comes Gordon streaking through for the basket. A defensive play by the Jackets. Even us back at 6. Floating down the lane with the strong runner, Chris Davis on the board. Gives the lead right back to Stebbins. Here's Gordon wheeling and dealing. Kicks it back out top. Working around the paint. Rogers gets it back over to Rogers. I'm sorry, it's Hudgens that gets it to Rogers. Now Gordon in the far corner. Dumps it inside. Series of pump fakes by Devin Rogers draws the foul. Foul was on number 32 for the Stebbins Indians. Jamie Bullock, his first. Put Devin Rogers to the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. First one is nothing but net. Checking in the ball game for the Indians, number 21, Trey Wernz. Second one on the way from Rogers, looks just like the first. Ball game tied again at 8. 3.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1 from Sidney High School. Jalen Tolbert walks it across for the Indians. Martin. Davis now back inside. Bullock bangs his way into another runner. He now has 6. Indians back on top by 2. Taborn brings it back across for the Yellow Jacket offense. Gordon hard to the lane, draws the foul. It's going to be against Dom Martin, his first, and the second team foul against the Indians. Gordon shoots 74% clip from the free throw line so far this year. First one is good. Second one on its way is good as well. We're even again at 10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. This is Tolbert. Working against Rogers. Dumps it into Panzu. Now back out top, Bullock gonna let the 3 ball go and nail it. Jamie Bullock having a strong first quarter. For the Stebbins Indians, it gives them a 3-point advantage. Bullock now with 9 here in quarter number 1. Back out top, here's Wernz, swings it over to Taborn. Back out top to Wernz. 3 ball on its way, off the mark from Rogers, pulled down by Panzu. Stebbins back on the attack with a 3-point lead. Why not go back to Bullock? He's the hot hand, tough runner there. Ball tipped away and stolen. Runner put up by Davis off the mark. We're going to have a foul against Sidney. It's going to be on number 22, Devin Rogers, his first. He'll step out as Ratez Roberts checks back in. And also Keith Lee will check into the ball game for Sidney. Bullock going to take a seat for Stebbins. And checking in for him is number 22, Murad Ilyasov. So ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Jalen Tolbert to check it in for Stebbins. 2:11 left to go here, quarter number 1. Kicks it out top to Martin. Swings it over to Panzu. Panzu thinking about the 3. Good defense by Taborn. A couple nice moves inside the up and under and in. Nice little runner in the lane by Jonathan Panzu. Pushes the Stebbins lead to 5. Gordon looking for an answer. Picked up nicely, makes a nice move, elevates, 15-footer runner off the mark, and Panzu again clears the board. Here's Davis, dumps it inside to Panzu, guarded by Taborn. Working in the paint, the floater is good. Jonathan Panzu going to work inside, has 6. And the Stebbins lead at its largest at 7. Sidney looking for an answer with 1:15 remaining in quarter number 1. Taborn, 3 ball, off the mark. Davis pushes it across quickly. Looking to dump it inside to Ilyasov. Works, gets position. Gonna take an extra step there and turn it over. Good defense by the Yellow Jackets. Josiah, sorry, my mistake. Number 23, Damian Boyles will check in for Stebbins. Darren Taborn just under a minute to go, quarter number 1, walks it across the half-court line. Dumps it over to Gordon. Now guarded by Davis. Trying to clear some space. Gordon calls out the play. Gordon patiently working out top. Down to 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. Now down to 15. Working it over. Wide open for the 3 is Lee. Shots off the mark. Rebound pulled down Davis. Across the half-court line in a hurry. Nice steal there picked up by Roberts. And that's going to do it for quarter number 1. Stebbins on top, 17-10. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as we get set for quarter number 2. The Jackets trailing by 7 as the Stebbins Indians went on a nice little run to end the first quarter. We're going to have a foul called here to start the quarter. Going to go against Stebbins. So number 22, Murad Ilyasov, his first. And the third team foul against Stebbins. That one tipped away and stolen by Davis. And it got a wide open Panzu underneath. They'll get an easy 2 there. Jonathan Panzu now with 8. And that lead pushing up to 9. Sidney in bad need for a bucket here. Lee will walk it across, trying to spread things out. Roberts dumps it into Rogers. Working inside against Ilyasov, shot no good. Stebbins quickly back the other way. 3 ball on its way off the mark from Boyles and out of bounds to the Jackets. Andre Gordon will walk it across. Looking to end this Yellow Jacket drought. And that is not the way to do it. Davis steps in the lane, gets a shot blocked, followed by Panzu, won't go. And a foul going to be called. Fouls on number 2, Tolbert, his first. And now the 4th team foul against Stebbins. Gordon over to Wertz. Backdoors pass, caught under the rim and going to be out of bounds. Another turnover at 6 now for the Yellow Jackets. Tolbert walks it across, dumps it over to Ilyasov. Sorry, that's Boyles. And now back out top to Tolbert. Sidney in his zone here. There's Ilyasov. Davis driving the baseline, a runner off the mark. Rebound fought for inside and finally scooped up by Lee. Swings it over to Gordon. Gordon will trigger the three ball and nail it. Gordon now with 8, pulls the Jackets to within 6. Back in that 1-3-1 zone, trying to change things up here and slow down that Stebbins offense. Here's Panzu. Dumps it over to Tolbert. Now they drop into a 2-3 zone. Ilyasov. Nice read there by Rogers, comes up with a steal. Gives it over to Gordon. Gordon, foul line jumper and knocks it down. That's going to lead us to a quick timeout from Stebbins. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Bank, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, and Francis Furniture. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. I'd like to also mention that at the conclusion of this game, we will name a player of the game for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, and that player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco. 5:28 left to go here in the first half. The Jackets on a little bit of a run here. We're trailing by 9, now just down by 4. And back-to-back buckets by Andre Gordon. Staying in the zone defense. And leading to another steal. Back-to-back turnovers for Stebbins coming off the Yellow Jacket defense. Here's Roberts, the runner. I think he took a step. That's exactly what he did. That'll lead to turnover number 7 for Sidney. Right at the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Tolbert will walk it up. Dump it over to Bullock. Bullock had a red-hot first quarter, 9. Thought about the 3, instead kicks it over to Panzu. Panzu's got that quick first step, trying to elevate, finally does, shot no good. Tipped around, looked like it was off of Sidney, will stay with Stebbins. Tolbert will come over to get the out-of-bounds play. Triggers it into Bullock. Picked up by Lee. Bullock somehow steps through. He stepped through because he took an extra step. 6th turnover now on Stebbins. Man-to-man defense by Stebbins. Gordon working against Davis. Pulls up, three-pointer, and knocks it down. Andre Gordon finding his shot stroke here in the second quarter. He's now got 14. Here's Panzu working against that zone, almost turns it over. Tolbert kicks it over to Bullock, and now down the middle to Panzu, blocked by Roberts. And the Sidney D will come up with another one as they trail now just by 1. Looking to regain the lead. Gordon going at it one more time. Off the mark. That one pulled down by Panzu, though. A nice scrappy play there by Wirtz as he's able to tie it up. Couple substitutions as Taborn will check back in for Sidney. And also number 23, Josiah Hudgens. So on the floor for Sidney is Taborn, Gordon, Hudgens, Rogers, and Roberts. Alley-oop underneath, too high for Martin to go out of bounds. Another turnover. That's 7 now for Stebbins. Here's Taborn. He'll walk it across. Sidney's still trying to get back on top here as they trail by 1. They'll dump it inside to Rogers. Nice spin move on the baseline. Couple pump fakes and score. As Devin Rogers gets his 4th point of the evening and puts the Jackets back on top as the faithful give a much-deserved hand. Pass over the top against that zone. Sidney switching that zone has caused Stebbins all kinds of problems. Dump it inside to Panzu. Tolbert drives against the defense. Shot off the mark and out of bounds. So Sidney D steps up to the challenge. Taborn will walk it back across for Sidney now at the 1-point advantage. 2:40 left to go in our first half. Skipped inside to Roberts. Nice pass from Rogers. Ratez Roberts has his 4th point now of the game. And that's going to lead to another Stebbins timeout. It's a full one. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Sidney as the Yellow Jackets put on a nice little run. They were trailing by 9 at 19-10 early here in the second quarter. Have since went on a nice run and taken a 22-19 lead with 2:25 remaining here in the first half. And again, that defense giving Stebbins all kinds of problems. And another turnover. Quickly back on the attack. Taborn, a little too much body. Gonna draw the charge. That's the first foul on Darren Taborn. And just the 3rd team foul against Sidney. So Sidney comes out on a 1-3-1 with Gordon on top. Martin down in the corner. This is to number 20 who just checked in game, Mikel Mayo. As a runner knocked down there by Bullock. Taborn out top, gets it over to Rogers. He'll dump it inside to Gordon. Gordon guarded by Martin, spins on him. Lost his footing there for a second, will wisely kick it back out top. Sidney will reset. Rogers now over to Hudgens and now inside to Gordon. Gordon with a quick turnaround, knocks it down. Gordon now with 16 and a 3-point Sidney lead. Stebbins has had a very tough time with this zone defense. Starts out as a 1-3-1 and kind of slides back into a 2-3. Here's Martin. Panzu's really been taken out of the offense. A deep 3 ball way off the mark. Rebounded by Taborn. Minute to go. Wide open inside. Unfortunately, a little shuffle of feet. Josiah Hudgens had a free one. That'll be the 8th turnover by Sidney. Stebbins likewise with 8 as we're under the minute to go left now in the first half. 24-21 in favor of Sidney on our first National Bank scoreboard. Panzu will pull it back out, dump it over into the corner to Boyles. He'll skip it across and dump it inside to Bullock, the little runner, and it's good. Jamie Bullock coming back to life. He now has 13. And just a 1-point Sidney lead. Taborn wheeling and dealing. Brings it back out top. Dumps it off to Gordon. 19 seconds to go in the first half. Gordon looks like he's going to space it out, go for one here. Down to 10. Down to 6. Gordon working. He'll elevate, pull up, short. Roberts had a chance. The rebound knocked out of bounds off of Stebbins, so 2 seconds still remaining. A chance for Sidney to get up a shot. Taborn triggers it in, over to Gordon, 3 ball on the way, off the mark, and that's how the half will end. Sidney on top, 24-23. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as we get set for second half action. Here's a quick recap of the scoring from the first half. Sidney Yellow Jackets led by their leading scorer, Andre Gordon, with 16 points. Ratez Roberts also had 4, and Devin Rogers also had 4. For the Stebbins Indians, they were led by Jamie Bullock with 13. Jonathan Panzu had 8, and Chris Davis had 2. The Jackets outscored Stebbins 14-6 in the second quarter to take the lead after trailing 19-10 early in the second. The Jackets had 8 turnovers in the first half, and the Stebbins Indians also had 8 turnovers. So pretty even, obviously, in that category. See if Sidney comes back out in that zone defense that gave the Stebbins Indians all kinds of problems in the first half and really led to the big run in the second quarter for Sidney. As you saw some of our great replays there from the first half as we get set for the third quarter. As Andre Gordon set to check it in for the Jackets. Panzu out top against Taborn. He'll dump it inside to Roberts instead, and now back out top to Taborn. Swing it over to Gordon, back to Taborn. Looking to work it inside and get a back cut from Gordon. He'll dump it over. Nice defense there by number 30, Chris Davis, to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with Sidney. Gordon set the triggered up as Stebbins coming out here. A little more man-to-man defensive pressure. Good back cut by Taborn. He'll go right at Bullock and count it. Darren Taborn with the bucket. And that foul's going to be against number 32, Jamie Bullock, his second. Taborn chance to complete the three-point play, just a 56% free throw shooter on the season. And that is off the back iron, pulled down by Panzu. Skipped ahead to Tolbert. Swung down the far corner to Davis. Still in that zone. Panzu dumps it over to Martin. He'll bring it back out top. Panzu, couple head fakes there. Try to get around the defense. Can't do it. Tough pass, turnover. Gordon scoops it up, brings it across the timeline, skips it over to Hudgens. Ball fake, skips it out top. Rogers wide open inside with the dunk. Number 13, Ratez Roberts with his 6th point of the ball game. Nice ball movement by Sidney. Leads to the dunk. 5-point lead now. Panzu drives along the baseline, up and in. Quick answer by Stebbins. Taborn sets it over to Hudgens. Looking to hand off to Gordon. Swings it now back over to Taborn. Stebbins staying in their man-to-man defense. They've been there the whole ball game. Nice slip there by Roberts, and he'll get back-to-back buckets, and now has 8. 6:20 left to go in the third quarter. Sidney up at a 5-point advantage. Bullock spots the 3 off the mark. Gordon skies. What a great outlet to Hudgens. He'll take it the distance and draw the foul. So that'll send number 23, Josiah Hudgens, a 57% free throw shooter, to the line for 2. Fouls on number 4, Dom Martin, his 2nd. Free throw from Hudgens is off the mark. You get a good look at the replay here. And the second free throw by Hudgens is good. 6-point lead now for Sidney, approaching the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Tolbert dumps it inside to Bullock. Bullock through the traffic, can't get it to go. Quickly back the other way, here is Gordon. Gordon floats down the lane, can't get it to go. Roberts up for the board, no good. Rebound finally pulled out of there by Martin. 2 good attempts by Sidney, couldn't get it to fall. Panzu now on the attack, goes right down the paint and scores. Panzu creeps the Stebbins Indians back to within 4. Here's Roberts looking inside for Rogers. Good pass inside to Gordon. The up and under is in. Good selfless play there by number 22, Devin Rogers. And good defense there. Pass ahead by Roberts as Gordon volleys it around to himself. Gets it back, goes down the baseline and draws the foul and one. Great athletic play there by Andre Gordon. He now has 20. And a chance for one more, but before we're gonna see that free throw, a full timeout. As you see the replay take us to the break, you're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Welcome back to Sidney as the third quarter going well for the Jackets, as they've now pushed out to an 8-point lead, as Andre Gordon will step to the line with a chance to complete a 3-point play with just over 5 minutes left to go. Quarter number 3, free throw on its way and good. Gordon leads all scorers now with 21. Tolbert will walk it across, trying to solve this Sidney zone. They have struggled with it the entire second and third quarter. Davis Looking for somewhere to go. Up and under. Nice move. Number 30, Chris Davis with his 4th point. A badly needed bucket by Stebbins. Sidney looking to answer. Roberts loses the handle, gets it over to Rogers, and swings it the other side to Hudgens. Stebbins has played strictly man-to-man this entire game. Looking to dump it inside to Rogers. He's got one-on-one coverage. Works his way down into the paint, and now dumps it back out to Gordon. Gordon gives it right back to the big fella. Still working inside. Nice spin move up. Can't get it to go. Ball batted around and finally pulled away by Panzu. Good patient by Sidney. Couldn't quite come up with it. Back on the attack the other way. Here is Davis. He'll draw all kinds of contact. Pick a foul as he got multiple bodies there. It's going to go against number 1, Darren Taborn. That'll be his 2nd foul. That'll send Chris Davis to the free throw line. Davis free throws just 40% on the season. First one is short. Seven-point Yellow Jacket lead as Davis steps the line for a 2nd free throw, and it is good. 5 points now for Chris Davis. Taborn walks it across, sets up the Jacket offense. Looking again to dump it inside to Rogers. Gets it in there, but foul going to be committed by Martin. That'll be the 3rd team foul. I'm sorry, 3rd personal foul against Don Martin. Checking in is number 23, Damian Boyles for Stebbins. Taborn going to trigger it for Sidney. He'll throw it out top to Gordon. Heavily guarded by Davis. Couple quick moves, elevates the 3-point line off the mark and out of bounds. They'll give it back to Stebbins. Substitution is number 32, Jamie Bullock will check in and Martin will check out. Sidney still working with a 6-point lead. As Mayo brings it across, skips it over and through Damian Boyle's hands. That'll be turnover number 11 now for Stebbins. 3:40 remaining in quarter number 3. From Sidney High School. If you're just joining, I'm Greg Burning. The Sidney Yellow Jackets led by that guy right there. Andre Gordon goes right down the lane, scores again. He now has 23. 8-point lead, 38-30 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Boyles down in the far corner. Triggers back out top to Panzu. Swing it over, 3-ball on its way in short. Rattles around and falls in for Mayo. Some serious touch on that shot. A big basket cuts the Sidney lead down to 5. Dumped over to Gordon. He'll get a high screen from Roberts. Looking inside, will go right down the paint, draw the foul, almost gets it to go. It's going to be on number 5, Jonathan Panzu, just his first foul. And Gordon will go back to the free throw line. First one by Gordon is good. He's 4 for 4 at the free throw line. And as you see the host, there is every red defender in that paint. All 5 going up against Gordon as he knocks down both free throws, now 5 for 5 on the evening. Davis will bring it across and swing it over to Mayo. Panzu has been really quiet since the first quarter. That zone has really slowed him down. Dumps it over to Davis. Davis will drive against the baseline, try to get over to Panzu, and instead it falls into the lucky hands of Jamie Bullock. He tosses it in for 2. He now has 15. Stebbins not going away, trails by 5. 2:10 remaining in the third. Rogers posting hard inside, can't get it. He'll go to the other side of the floor. He'll swing it out top. Taborn, 3-ball, got it. Good ball rotation by Sidney. 5 points now for Taborn. Panzu trying to get something going offensively. Works inside, elevates, kicks it over. 3 ball on its way from Mayo. Off the mark, rebound by Davis. Davis will launch one up. It rattles out and back in. Chris Davis with his 7th point of the evening. Gordon looking to answer. Minute 28 left to go for Sidney in the 3rd quarter. Roberts working at the elbow, swings it over to Hudgens. He'll wisely bring it back out top and reset. Gordon behind the back, looking to penetrate, skips it over to Roberts where it's picked off. Just the first turnover of the second half for Sidney. Davis going right to the basket, can't get it to go, followed by Panzu, no good, and Panzu again. Panzu now with 14. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Taborn drives hard, can't get it to go. Rebound though by Roberts, no good. Taborn still fighting in there, and finally it's pulled away by Mayo. He skips it ahead to number 23, Boyles, and he'll throw it off the glass and in. And just like that, it's a 2-point ball game with 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Big run here at the end of the quarter by Stebbins. Davis out hard on Gordon, 20 seconds remaining. It's pretty much been the MO for Sidney here tonight. End of the quarter, bring it out top to Gordon and clear out. Down to 10. Davis done a nice job on him. Gordon gets free here and scores. Going to have a technical foul called after the bucket. That's point 27 for Gordon. It was called on Andre Gordon, so that'll go down as a personal foul. That'll be his first. And that's going to send number 32, Jamie Bullock, to the free throw line with 3.6 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. First free throw by Bullock is good. He'll get another. Bullock now with 16 points. Lets the second one fly and knocks it down as well. Leads all scorers for Stebbins. And again, we're back to a 2-point game. And more importantly, Stebbins just took 2 off the board there and get the ball here with a chance to get one up before the end of the quarter. Davis will trigger it for Stebbins. Gotta believe they're gonna look to Panzu. Instead, they get it over to Boyles. Runner in the lane, rattles out, no good. And that's how the 3rd quarter will end. The Jackets on top, 45-43. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Sidney as we get set for the 4th quarter. It's been a whale of a ball game here so far. The Sidney Yellow Jackets hanging on to a 2-point lead, 45-43 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Sidney scored 21 points in that quarter. Stebbins staying right there with them, scored 20. So here we go, back to action. Little mishandle there. Bullock thought about the 3. Instead, we'll dump it inside to Panzu. He'll elevate and score an easy 2. And that's going to even us back up at 45 apiece. Looked like there was a little slippage on the floor there. The official's right on top of it. Going to get that taken care of real quick. Doesn't seem to be too bad, but apparently somebody slipped right underneath the basket. As they're diligently trying to take care of that. And back to action we'll go here. That will leave Roberts to trigger it in. 7:45 remaining in our ball game. Gordon going to walk it across for the Yellow Jackets. He leads all scorers with 27. Looking to elevate, pulls up, three ball, got it. Just casually walked right into that one. Puts Sidney back up by 3. We're going to have a blocking call on the baseline called against number 13, Roberts. That'll be his second. So Davis will trigger it in after the foul. Just the third team foul against Sidney. Here's Panzu, swings it back to Davis. Sidney done a nice job with that zone defense. Panzu back out top. Swings it over to Boyles. And now out top to Bullock. Bullock, a tough runner. And they're going to have a foul, it looks like, on the rebound. And it will be against Bullock. That'll be his third foul. More importantly, it's a 6th team foul against Stebbins. So the rest of the way, Sidney will be shooting free throws. Gordon swings it over. Here's Lee, who just checked it back into the ball game. Trying to find some space, stepped out of bounds right in front of the official. That'll be turnover number 10 for Sidney on the evening. And that'll bring it Boyles across the timeline. Stebbins trailing by 3, going to go up top to Panzu, too high to handle. That's going to leave Gordon on the break against Boyles. Gordon elevates and scores. 32 points for Andre Gordon. Sidney 5-point lead as that shot blocked by Roberts, and the heads-up play by Rogers tips it off of Stebbins and out of bounds. That'll lead to a quick 30-second timeout from Stebbins. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Bank, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lambs Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, and Francis Furniture. I'd like to also thank our great staff for tonight's ballgame, our director, Isaac Sell, our replay person, Daniel Allen, our camera people, Luke Sweeterman, Gavin Boozer, and Ian Bolheimer, doing a great job with the game here this evening. And it's been a good one. As Sidney now with a 5-point lead at 50-45 with 6:25 remaining. Sidney ball to trigger it in off the Stebbins turnover. He'll dump it into Lee. Lee will walk it up against the man-to-man Stebbins D. Over to Rogers, looking inside to Gordon. And he'll dump it into Roberts. Spin move, heavily contested. Nice defense by Boyle, shot no good. Panzu back the other way. A couple ball fakes, gonna go right down the lane. The runner, no good. Panzu fights inside for his own rebound, can't get it. Roberts back to Gordon, who will bring it across. Rogers inside, spin move. Body contact against Bullock, and the foul. That's going to be foul number 4 against Jamie Bullock. And as you see the replay here, a couple of great spin moves. I should say good footwork inside by number 22, Devin Rogers. His 6th point of the ball game. And a chance to go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. And Rogers a very good free throw shooter at 83%. Knocks that one home. He is 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Beautiful stroke at the line. Pushes that Sidney lead back to 8. Davis kicks it back to Tolbert. Out top, 3 ball by Mayo, no good. Rogers pulls down the board, forces it ahead to Wertz, who just checked back in the game. Wertz can't handle it. Mayo picks his pocket, dumps it over to Panzu, loose on the floor. Wertz able to scoop it back up, so we trade turnovers. And Sidney comes out on top of that one. Dodged a bullet. Gordon pulls it back out to reset, swings it over to Wertz. Good position again inside by Rogers. Couple head fakes. Good pass over to Roberts. And he'll drop the little jumper. Ratchez Roberts now with 10. Well, kick ball out top there by Gordon. Sidney now with a 10-point lead with just under 5 minutes remaining. Taborn going to check out as Devin Rogers gets a much-deserved break. Some great job working down in the paint tonight for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Skip pass. Panzu waiting for some breathing room, is not going to get it. Blocked by Roberts. Skipped ahead to Taborn. Pass from Gordon, can't get it to go. Roberts high up for it, kicks it back out top. Wertz, 3 ball short, and Panzu skies high for that board. Good heads up read there by Lee, almost comes away with the steal. Tipped out of bounds off of Lee, it will stay with Stebbins. Rogers' break was very brief as he checks back in the ball game. Bullock tosses it into Tolbert. 4:30 remaining. Stebbins down by 10. Tolbert looking for someplace to go, swings it over to Davis. Now down in the corner to Mayo. Mayo, 3 ball, in and out. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Taborn. Stolen back the other way. Here's Davis. A dangerous foul there and an intentional as Davis takes a tough fall to the ground. That foul's going to be on number 22, Devin Rogers. As the player still down, took a tough fall there. The officials talking over out top. I believe it was the correct call. Clearly no reach or play for the ball. The player just pushed down to the ground. Good to see Davis get up there as he took a tough shot into the mats underneath the bucket there, hopefully leaning up against that mat mostly as he seems to be able to shake that one off. That's the second foul on Rogers. That intentional foul will give a couple free throws to Stebbins and the ball. So we should see all the players get cleared back here at the half court line to shoot those free throws. And those free throws going to be shot by number 23, Damian Boyles. He's a 60% free throw shooter on the season. As the officials doing a nice job going over, talking to both coaches, explaining what happened as they clear it out. First free throw by Boyles is good. Second free throw on the way from Boyles, off the back iron, no good. As Roberts and Hudgens will check back in for Sidney. Sidney with a 9-point lead, just over 4 minutes remaining in the game. Triggered in, Mayo, 3-ball, got it. 6 points now for Michael Mayo, both from the 3-point line. And lead just like that down to 6. Here's Gordon back out top for Sidney, just inside the 3-point line, swings it over to Lee. Lee drives through the lane, ball tipped away and stolen back by Gordon, goes hard and slams it home. Nice anticipation by Gordon, picks up the steal and the 2. And a quick bucket scored back the other way by number 23, Damian Boyles. Sidney back on the attack. Up fake and shot good by Ratez Roberts. As back and forth we go, Sidney lead back up to 8. Swinging around the perimeter. Mayo nailed a couple threes. They're keeping a close eye on him. They dump it into Bullock, loses the handle. That's turnover number 15 now for Stebbins. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Here's Hudgens. We'll work it over to Rogers. Lee back out top to Roberts. Roberts will hand it over to Gordon. Looking to double team. Gordon splits it. Working out top, gets pinched in a hole, and Coach Willoughby wisely calls a timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
2:39 remaining in our ball game. Sidney with an 8-point advantage and the ball. As they take a quick 30-second timeout. Andre Gordon, 34 points, looking to trigger it in for Sidney. Still looking, finally gets it into Rogers. He'll bring it back out top to Hudgens. Looking to spread things out here, keep the ball moving. Rogers back out top to Roberts. Swing it around to Lee. Back to Rogers and swing it back out top to Gordon. In the corner to Hudgens. Reach in there, almost over and back line. Nice save by Gordon. Behind the back pass to Ratez Roberts, who slams it home. Roberts now with 14 and a 10-point Yellow Jacket lead. Ball knocked away, scooped back up though by Panzu. Brought back out top by Boyles. Boyles, elbow jumper, knocks it down. Timeout taken on the floor by Stebbins. It's a full one. We'll take a break after this replay. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Welcome back to Sidney High School as you get a good shot of the visiting Stebbins team come out there on the floor. They trail by 8 with time running out on them, as the Yellow Jackets have played a very solid second half here, mostly because of that zone defense. Has really caused a lot of problems for Stebbins here. Ever since about midway through the second quarter, they switched over to that zone D, and it has been very effective. And now with just a minute 49 remaining, Sidney looking to trigger it in with full court D. Triple teamed on Gordon. They easily get it into Lee. And Martin able to track it down but can't hang on. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with Sidney. So Keith Lee will trigger it in for Sidney. As if a collision out top. As Panzu and Gordon just both turning the same direction, run right into each other. That'll be Panzu's second foul. That'll send Gordon to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Gordon, a good free throw shooter, has been 74% on the year. 5 for 5 here tonight. The 6-1 is good as well. Minute 46 remaining. Sidney now pushes out to a 10-point lead as Gordon now has 36. Stebbins going to have to go in a hurry, trailing by 10. Boyles looking for some room, wheels inside, somehow gets a decent shot up. It will not go. And a foul underneath against Sidney. It's going to be on number 13, Ratez Roberts. His third foul. Just the 15th foul against Sidney, so ball will be triggered underneath Stebbins' basket, thrown in by Jalen Tolbert. He'll swing it out top to Mayo. Mayo looking for a three, nowhere to go, loses it. Turnover, gives it back to Sidney. Quickly on the floor is Mayo, but he'll be called for a foul. That'll be the first team foul, or first personal foul on Mayo, and that's going to send number 23, Ratez Roberts, to the free throw line. I'm sorry, that's Josiah Hudgens going to the free throw line. First one by Hudgens rattles home. 11-point lead now for Sidney, 1:23 remaining in the ball game. Second one off the mark, pulled down by Panzu. Quickly across, here's Tolbert. Elbow jumper way off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Lee. Lee looking to clear, takes an extra step and turns it over. Jamie Bullock will check back in for Stebbins. He has 4 fouls. Time running out here on Stebbins. They need a bunch in a hurry. Bullock thought about the three, pump fake, swings it over to Mayo. Mayo's been the guy to shoot the three, but no room there. Roberts up in his face completely. Nice pass inside to Panzu. Good defense again by Sidney. Panzu elevates up again and scores. He now has 18. Quick foul committed on number 20. Michael Mayo, his second. He's now sending Gordon down to the line. That's team foul number 10, so Gordon will be shooting 2 with just under 50 seconds remaining in our ball game. It's all but over here for Stebbins. First free throw by Gordon rattles out, his first miss of the night at the free throw line. He had made 7 in a row before that, looking to get the answer. Knocks down that one. Now has 37 points. Not sure what that was stopped for there. Official trying to clear a couple things up. We're back in action. Sidney with a 10-point lead. Just under 50 seconds remaining. Tolbert lets it go to the half-court line, triggers it over to Bullock. Thought about the three, swings it over to Tolbert. Nowhere to go, steps inside, elbow jumper, Bullock, shot off the mark, pushed ahead to Gordon. Gordon will pull it back out top. Instead goes down the lane. A little up and under shot goes. And the Andre Gordon show continues. He has 39. Bulls somehow steps in there without traveling, gets the runner to fall. Keeps the lead at 10. Sidney struggling to get the ball in play, calls a quick timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to mention that this game will be replayed on NKTelco Sports on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. It will be replayed on Thursday, January 25th at 8 p.m. and also on Friday, January 26th at 6 p.m. You can also watch these games on demand at nktelco.net. Just under 17 seconds remaining in the ball game. Sidney with a 10-point lead, going to move their record up to 10-5 on the season. And the Stebbins Indians going to go to an even 8-8 on the year. As the Yellow Jackets come back out on the floor. With just 16 seconds, as I mentioned, remaining, Stebbins trying to check a guy in, didn't get it in soon enough, so he has to wait till the next dead ball. Roberts, the trigger man for Sidney. Throws it up top to Gordon, gets it at the half-court line. He's fouled immediately. Foul's going to be on number 12 for Stebbins. And that's going to send Andre Gordon back to the free throw line to possibly break the 40-point mark. 8 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. And now 8 for 10 as the first one rattles off, and the rest of the team will check out for Sidney. Josh Harlett checks in the ball game. AJ Brussel. Number 12, Cam Perry. I don't have the 0-0 as Gordon knocks down the free throw and finishes the ball game with an even 40. And that's going to about do it here tonight. As the time winds down, Panzu throws a little runner up, rattles off the mark as that one's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Stebbins with 7.9 seconds remaining. So Datvo will trigger it in for Stebbins. Panzu kicks it out. Mayo, 3-ball. Got another one. There's 3 threes by Mayo. And that's how the ball game will end. Sidney on top, 68-60. We'll take a quick break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Welcome back to Sidney High School, where the Sidney Yellow Jackets are victorious over the Stebbins Indians 68-60. Scoring for the Yellow Jackets went like this. By quarter, they were trailing after 17-10. Took a 1-point lead going into the into halftime break, 24-23. Both teams scored an even 20 points in the third quarter, and we're at 45-43, ending the third quarter. And then Sidney able to hold on with a 68-60 win. Points for Sidney. Leading the way was Andre Gordon with 40 points. Followed up by Ratez Roberts with 14. Devin Rogers with 7. Darren Taborn with 5. And Josiah Hudgens with 2. For the visiting team, the Stebbins Indians, they were led by Jonathan Panzu with 18. Mikkel Mayo with 9. Damian Boyles also with 9, Chris Davis with 7, and Jamie Bullock with 17. As I mentioned before, with that win, Sidney will go to 10-5 now on the season, and the Stebbins Indians will drop to 8-8. Very good played ball game here throughout, and a good win for the Indians. I'd like to mention that we have for our player of the game is going to go to Andre Gordon for Sidney. Gordon really doing a little bit of everything tonight as he ends up with 40 points. Played some good defensive well, shot the ball very well. Was, I believe, 8 of 10 from the free throw line also on top of that. So congratulations to Andre Gordon for player of the game, and congratulations to Sidney on a well-played ball game. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank our crew, Isaac Sell, director, replay Daniel Allen, our camera people, Luke Sweeterman, Gavin Boozer, and Ian Bullheimer. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.